Four workers struggled to lift the 1-pound tile. The man felt really puzzled after seeing it because he could easily pick it up with one hand. However, the workers were all stunned when they saw him do it. It turned out that in this world, everyone's strength had been reduced by 100-fold, and only this man was normal. But he didn't realize his own strength when he saw the female CEO preparing to use a crane to move a potted plant. He immediately went over to see the commotion. Unexpectedly, he accidentally knocked the female CEO down. So to apologize, he offered to help her move the potted plant, but she thought he was just talking big because the plant weighed at least 10 pounds. However, in the next second, he lifted the potted plant effortlessly. Everyone who saw this was astonished, but the man didn't understand what was going on. Then the female CEO took him to her office, but when he put the potted plant down, the table cracked from the sheer force. The female CEO was amazed once again. In order to retain this top-tier talent, she immediately invited him to a luxurious restaurant, but seeing the waiters struggling to serve the dishes, the man was puzzled again. He thought these were just small appetizers. After hearing this, the female CEO quickly increased the portions by 10 times. But when he saw that a bowl of rice only had a down-sink grains, he couldn't help but complain. He cursed that the restaurant was a rip-off because the portions were too small. So when the manager came over, he immediately had a large pot of rice brought in. He said that if the man could finish it all, he would get a free meal. Otherwise, he would have to apologize to the restaurant. However, the man poured all the dishes into the pot and began to eat heartily. The female CEO was very satisfied with him and even started to become infatuated. Soon the pot of rice was all gone. The man was about to ask for another pot when the manager immediately knelt down because he didn't want the restaurant to go bankrupt. But the female CEO said there was no need to give a free meal. She just wanted to do as the man said because she noticed a grain of rice on the corner of the man's mouth and wanted to go over and remove it for him. But unexpectedly, the man suddenly turned his head and they kissed.